Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. I really do not understand some people audacity because having some people come out to warn people that look like me, telling us that Americans are in danger no matter who is elected in 2024, and telling me that you all you have larger amount of people to vote and all that. It's just crazy. And the anti-blackness is becoming so much, and you all can do yourselves good by looking for a way to, I mean, sit this particular one out. Now, I see so many interviews, some of them grant in interview, and I don't understand how people grant interview without even being sure of what they are saying. A lot of them saying that, migrants are coming into, the country, and it's almost Halloween that they are going to start handing over, like, some to the kids. Like some candies in form of drugs to the kids and all that. And they were asking her, where did you get your news from? And she mentioned Fox News. You all already know the people that listen to Fox News. And how do people listen to Fox News in 2024? A lot do it, or a lot of them do it, but you know the kind of people that do it. And the other one is saying that, whether of Kamala Harris or Russian President Putin. And she said Putin put his own people first. Like some people, okay. Let's get into the
So I've already been losing followers recently. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not here for the numbers. But after this one, I'll probably lose a few more. But I'm fucking heated. And this isn't like a call out or call in. This is just a fucking reality check for other white people. We do not get to label anybody in the black community anything based on what they choose to do with the vote. We have to realize that regardless of the outcome of this fucking election, there is going to be violence, potential violence, very real violence carried out against black men, women, and children, more than usual. Because if Trump wins, that brings about a violent America. We've already seen that. If he loses, then the meltdown from white people is going to be insane because they will not accept that he is lost to a black woman, which means violence will also come out of that. And while y'all are out here moral grandstanding and fucking doing these purity tests, at the end of the day, this shit will not affect us. The outcome of the election will not it will not carry the weight of violence that it will carry out against black people. Come the fuck back down to reality right now. Stop policing what black people do with their vote. Period. Because at the end of the day, violence is going to come out, and it's not going to be violence towards us. And so, first of all, no, the majority of white people keep, whoever's talking about revolution, y'all don't know what the fuck it takes. You aren't ready. You can't even have a conversation with your other white family members about racism without melting down, without getting scared, but you think you're going to overthrow the fucking government. Please be so fucking honest with yourself. There's so many white people right now that are so fucking delusional. Y'all want to run around and call black people this, or that. If they choose to vote for Kamala Harris, if they choose not to vote, if they choose to vote third party, whatever. That's not our fucking business. We are in this place. All this self-hatred is coming out so heavy right now from white people. Because the reality is, the reason there are genocides in all these different countries is because of white supremacy, which is an us problem. And so everybody that's angry right now should be angry at white people. Because we're here because of us. We have the very fact that we have Donald Trump as a choice for president is a result of white supremacy. So all this energy you have for everybody else, any other community, all this fucking anger you have, use it constructively to help deconstruct and decolonize your mind and to work towards destroying white supremacy. Do that. Leave black people the fuck alone. Let's focus on us, period.
The Democrats were the ones that were for slavery. The Democrats were the ones that came up with the Jim Crow stuff.
Even if all of that were true about slavery, which party flies the Confederate flag today?
A lot of the Democrats.
You really think Democrats fly the Confederate flag
There's
more than
Democrats
Republicans?
that, yes.
Overwhelmingly, you'll see a Confederate flag right next to a Trump flag. That's just how it works nowadays.
I haven't seen that overwhelmingly.
You really? You think,
Where?
was it Democrats or Republicans trying to take down Confederate statues?
Confederate statues?
Which party was trying to take down Confederate statues?
What's the statue got to do with?
You're saying that Democrats are pro-Confederate, but weren't Democrats trying to remove Confederate statues?
Why are they doing that?
Because they're anti-Confederate.
No, they're not.
Why are they trying to remove the statues then?
Because they're trying to change the history of our country. You know what? Take your camera and go interview all these black people that are here, okay?
Yeah.
And you ask them.
The three black people that are here?
If you ask them.
Vote for Kamala Harris or Putin? Who do you choose?
Putin.
Really? Why?
Absolutely. He's for his people. He is for his people.
You don't think Kamala is?
Oh, hell no.
Interesting. So you think the country would be better off under a rule like a Kim Jong-un or somebody, or Vladimir Putin?
Hey, I love Russia.
You do? Why?
Yeah, it's beautiful. The people are wonderful.
What are your main sources of news?
Okay. I have numerous sources of news, but I don't watch mainstream.
What do you watch? Russia Today?
Russia Today? No, never heard of that.
What do you watch?
Oh, I watch Dan Bongino.
Dan Bongino, that's where you get it from. So when Mike Pence in 2021 certified the results, do you think Mike Pence was in the wrong?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. The vice president has that authority.
He doesn't?
Yes, he does.
Kamala Harris will be certifying this election. Would you be okay with her making a unilateral decision?
Oh, no, because you know it's going to be for her.
Okay, so why wouldn't Mike Pence's decision have been for his own ticket?
Because he was bought off.
By who?
The deep state.
To vote for Kamala Harris or Putin? Who do you choose?
Putin.
Really? Why?
Absolutely.
This is what I am talking about when people talk out of both sides of their neck. You love America so much that in a fictional election between an American and a Russian, you would pick the Russian, while you literally have an American flag printed over your fucking face. Sit down with them. Have a conversation with them, Thomas. Find common ground with them. Are you out of your fucking mind? Have you lost your goddamn head? Explain something to me. Why is it that anytime these common ground conversations start, it's, hey, leftists, hey, liberals, hey, progressives, hey, Democrats, hey, whatever the hell you are on the left? Why don't you tone down your shit and see common ground with these jackasses? It's never, hey, conservative, hey, MAGA, hey, right-wing nut job, hey, racist, hey, homophobes. Why don't you tone down your shit and try to find common ground with the left? We are always required, over here on the left, we're always required to try to find common ground with them. They ain't changing, but we're supposed to change. One of the biggest problems I have with the fucking Democratic Party right now is that they stand for, let's keep reaching out to these fucking people. Oh, you mean the White Walker zombies that have machetes? Yeah, I like my fucking right arm, dog. I'm good. Go back and watch the video. Just go back and watch the video. Go back and watch the video. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? I'm the one that pushes white racism. I'm anti-American. I hate America. If you ask me that question and put Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, I would pick Trump. Why? Because I'm a fucking American. And as far as I know, that motherfucker's an American too. But I'll be goddamned if I'm going to pick a foreign leader over my own goddamn country. Now, does that mean I am fucking xenophobic? Absolutely the fuck not. America got some goddamn problems. The bitch needs to fix them. But I am not stupid enough to want a dictator or a fucking thug as my president. He cares for his people. The fuck he does. Ask the guy that drank plutonium 109. Oh, that's right. It was stuck in his teeth. Ask the woman that bought groceries, went up to her fucking apartment, and then accidentally flew out the fucking window. But he cares for his people. You can't be gay in Russia. And a lot of Americans who want to run their dumb ass over there, you need to find that family in Canada that went over there, see what happened to them. But he cares about his people. This is my fucking problem with disinformation and misinformation. This is my biggest problem. And this is also my problem with this idea of bipartisanship, find common ground with these people. No. No. For far too fucking long, actually since Bill Clinton's been there, the Democratic Party has tried its damnedest to peel off some of that white male rage. And it has never worked. There's a lot of white men that were never about that shit. That's why they ass over here. But the Democrats ignore them. So they can keep reaching out to these fucking people. The lady who has a fucking American flag on her face, a goddamn Trump all over t-shirt that would vote for Vladimir Putin over Kamala Harris. Reach out to him, Thomas. For what? For what? To get my hand cut off? I'll try again next time. Fuck you. Fuck you. If I'm anything, if you want to call me anything in this world, call me the id of the Democratic Party. I am. I am the one that tells these people, do you remember FDR? Do you remember the New Deal? The New Deal, so good that even Dwight D. Eisenhower didn't want to change it. Do you remember the Rockefeller Republicans? That would be the liberal wing of the Republican Party. Those people we could work with. Where they at? Where they at? Nowhere. 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 Why in the fuck am I required to fall in line with the Democratic idea of reaching across the aisle? If there are man-eating piranhas with shoes on the other side of the aisle, fuck I look like reaching out to them. Tell them to put some mouth guard on so that they ain't biting me, and tell them to reach out to me. That woman is unreachable. She's unreachable. So no, I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna sit down and talk to them. You can call me racist against white people all the fuck you want, but I notice it's a whole lot of white people saying shit like that. Anti-American. But I hate America because I want this bitch to change. I have a right to want this bitch to change. It is my country. It is the country I've given up a whole lot more than a lot of people have for. And you goddamn right I want to improve it. I want to change it. Do you buy a car and then after 175 fucking miles, 175,000 fucking miles, you don't want to change something on the bitch? Maybe the tires, the brake fluid, something? I want this country to live up to the words, those flowery ass words of the Constitution. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by their creator to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I don't want to live in a Christian nationalist fucking country, and I don't have to. I don't have to tolerate intolerance. And if that makes me racist towards white people, maybe y'all need to ask yourself, number one, do I even really know what the definition of racism is? And no, not Merriam-Webster's bitch ass, but what true racism actually looks like. And number two, do I really love America as much as I say that I do if I would root for a fucking Russian oligarch over my own goddamn country? And is it the fact that I'm calling this out that makes me racist, or is it the fact that you agree with the people I'm calling out in the first place? Again, why am I required to tone down? Why am I required to reach out? Why am I required to pretend like this is fucking normal and we can find common ground with a woman who has an American flag tattooed, painted across her fucking face, but is rooting for a Russian oligarch who is disguising himself as president? It's not my job. It's not my responsibility, not my circus, not my monkeys. But I will tell you this much, and I mean every single solitary word of this when I say it. Until such time as these people improve, until such time as these people start seeing America as Americans and not the bald eagle and the fucking flag, until such time as these people figure out that the only way to make America great is by accepting all of America, and that includes people they don't like, I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion required to even entertain these fucking people.
Bag like this at Halloween, do not take it. It's fentanyl, it'll kill you.
So this alabaster-hued, translucent, troglodytic snow possum is talking about undocumented immigrants coming into this country to give out fentanyl to kids on Halloween. Because it's a thing, right? A thing that could only be made up in the fevered, rich racism of a xenophobic's mind.
Well, not if they're coming over here to destroy our country.
And then so the drug dealers have houses that the kids will come and knock on the door on, and then they'll give that to them?
I'm thinking that's how it's going to happen, yeah.
So drug dealers would be giving away...
Not drug dealers, the illegals that are here.
Yeah.
They just crossed because Biden has our border wide open.
Y'all heard it right. Somehow, undocumented immigrants are coming into this country after traveling thousands of miles, fleeing persecution in their country of origin, to destroy this country by somehow hoarding fentanyl Halloween candy and saving it up to give to your kids on Halloween to destroy this country. The plot of no fantasy, sci-fi, horror movie ever. The idea that the people who literally cook a product in their trailer, that if the fumes don't kill you, the explosion from cooking it will, are talking about undocumented immigrants traveling all the way to this country to give their kids fentanyl-laced Halloween candy is not missed. The stupidity. As somebody who cannot confirm or deny if they have had any operational experience in the street pharmaceutical market, allow me to tell you the following. Varying colors of street pharmaceuticals is nothing new. It has always been a thing. There are different colors for different reasons. Some to denote different sellers, some to mimic the look of prescription drugs, some just because they can. But let me tell you what is not happening. Nobody is giving your little Ricky free street pharmaceuticals on Halloween just because they can. And you talk about destroying your country. You all are doing a good enough job of that on your own. And where do they get these ideas from?
Fox News. All you got to do is watch an episode of Fox News.
And Fox News will tell you that
it's coming across our borders, it's going into our playground.
And they're going to be giving it away during Halloween.
Yes.
This is all I got from this video. And before I get into this, I am going to ask her, why did she paint her face and why did she cover her eyes? We need to be seeing these people's faces so we know the people we are dealing with, to know the people to interact with and people to run away from. Because I really do not understand where they get all these half-baked stories, and I do not understand also the mainstream they watch or where they get their news source from. The other one said Fox News. You all already know the people that watch Fox News. And I also do not understand how migrants all of a sudden are going to come into the country with candies, like drugs, that like, how do these people think? Because I really do not understand it. So most of the times, the things they say are just meaningless. They do not have meaning. their propaganda or what they hold on to, it's really not making sense because I do not understand some of the things, how they make them up. They feel like they are talking to illiterates or they are talking to dumb people because, like, how do you come out to tell people something like this? Absolutely. There is no reasonable person that would not know that this is what they've been brainwashed and all that to come out and grant some interviews and all that without even knowing what they are doing because what is going on, like what is going on. And that really sucks. Sincerely speaking, the woman that was saying that, that she definitely would go for Russian, like Russians love their own people. I mean, like, like how did she get that? Where did she even, how did she conclude to that? The fact that a lot of them are holding, at this point in time, Kamala Harris is a vice president, and they are already holding her up in the presidential position. I really do not understand how this is happening, but it is what it is. They do not see her as a vice president. And even as a person, I don't understand if some people really went through school or even classrooms also. Because most times when you are even at high school, you have captain, class captain, or class president and class vice president. You find out that there is something the class vice president cannot do, except maybe there is a higher power that is the class captain that can say, all right, you can help me do this. But aside from that, there is how do the government hierarchy when it comes to government, it doesn't just, it's not something anybody can just come over and maneuver because it's because it's something you can maneuver. So the way government hierarchy, the way it is also how it should be respected. Because I do not understand all these things like they are lying around. Kamala Harris do not have a lot of power, because some of you think like she has all the power, to do some certain things to like I have, okay, sorry, I am being paranoid, or something. But how do how did they forget that their president, they still have an acting president? Because it looks like when Joe Biden came out to say that, that he is no longer running for president, that Kamala Harris can, be the government, the presidential aspirant, right? So it probably make them feel like that she is the highest authority, you know. So they forgot that when it comes to uh, hierarchy, or should I say the branches, more like the branches also. Then when we talk about the executive, that is the president. We talk about the legislative, that is the Senate and the House, right? We'll talk about the judiciary arm of government, the court and the lower. Man, these people, like, they are really messing up with everything that they are really making things look so, or making, I don't know. They are kind of weird. Sorry, they are really weird. From the things you see on the internet, you feel like you speak English, you understand English. These are still the people that will come out to tell you that if you do not speak English, you are not supposed to be in my country. Or I see some of them in the comment section telling me that my English is not enough. Or they will ask me, are you speaking English? No, I am speaking Swahili. That is what I am speaking, But you people also do not know how the government work. You come on my channel to ask me, you don't understand what I speak. I probably have an accent, but how can you not understand what I am saying? This is to tell you how dumb, extremely dumb some people can be. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't have anything to say anymore, but you all can continue with because it's part of being foolish. Because if you do not understand that there are some things you don't let people tell you, there are some things I will not let people tell me. I would rather make research by myself to find out exactly what is going on. And the time they spend in looking for where to grab interview or looking for where to talk rubbish, you definitely will use it and use your mobile phone to find out what you are looking for. That is not too hard for you people. So please just come off your high, unintelligent high horse and make sure that you all know what you are saying, because I say the anti-blackness is oozing so bad. Everybody wants to join force and look for a way to frustrate somebody. Everybody's looking for someone that they have a better hierarchy than to frustrate. The anti-blackness is so extremely extreme right now, and you all can do better and stop it, because it's not going to take you all to anywhere. We may not have the same view when it comes to politics, but looking for a way to drag somebody down is also not part of it. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.